And there's a lot of focus on this because, again, it has to exert very specific control over your learner's behavior. Name something that's not an animal. Name something that doesn't fly. Name something that doesn't have wheels. Name something that you do that does not happen in your morning routine, right? So something very, or something more like basic to something much more advanced. Like, tell me a food that you don't like, right? Because if kids have food sensitivity, they have significant food preferences, is what I'm thinking about, then they should be able to say, like, I don't like that. Or if your kids have very specific allergies, and even if they're using an augmentative communication device, like someone says, oh, do you want this? I don't. And someone's going to say, oh, well, why not? And then they have another button that says, I'm allergic to X, Y, and Z, and A, B, and C. And the speaker says, oh, okay, that's fine. And again, you go from your categories to your attributes. And the more attributes that you've taught up to that point, so it's not only colors of objects, shapes of objects, multiple combination of those, the things that they do and that they don't do. It's really important to go through as many opposite pairs as possible. And I know that it's tough to create stimuli or create opportunities in real life to have kids practice identifying opposites sometimes. And sometimes you're just delivering the same SD in real life. But still, I say go ahead and do it anyway, because being able to describe things by their attribute, which we'll be talking about later, is really, really important. And it filters all the way back down. It's directly connected to reporting on past events. Okay, now you're doing these subclasses with categories plus attributes, and then you're taking the situational SD. Tell me something you wouldn't or couldn't do under these specific conditions. Like if you have a kid that like hits when they stand in line, and you say, tell me something you shouldn't do when you stand in line, and they say hit, you're like, okay, well, let's go practice. And then if there are other people around, you go practice standing in a line, and you just set a timer, because that's just an extension of your waiting program, right? All right, I'm gonna set a timer, and we're gonna wait in line. Put your hands in your pockets, please. And then this becomes an incompatible response for like hitting. Kid puts his hands in his pockets, he watches the timer like this, and the timer rings, and you're like, wow, that was awesome standing in line with your hands in your pockets. You don't say, hey, that was awesome standing in line and not hitting anybody. So